What's up, everybody? This is Vimesy from the Bits and Pieces podcast. A few people have asked me about Lord of the Rings Online, which I talked about on the show this week, and why am I playing this? This is an MMO, and it's a fairly generic MMO from gameplay mechanics wise. You're looking at something which is, cool bars, hot downs, killing monsters to get XP, completing quests to get XP, that kind of thing. The thing that makes it different in my eyes is the aesthetic, in all honesty. A, it's in the Lord of the Rings universe, so that's kind of wonderful. B, it's a much more realistic kind of MMO. You look at something like WoW, it's all very cartoony, it's bouncy and vibrant, colourful and all this. Lord of the Rings Online does vibrant and colourful, but it does it in a very kind of real way. It tries to emulate that, so things are quite pretty. You have to bear in mind this is probably a 6-year-old game now. I don't know, it must be quite a long time ago that I started playing it. But it does try to do things in a slightly more realistic way than a lot of other MMOs. It's not, there's not cartoony, not shell shaded, nothing like that. So it's quite a pretty game. You've got your usual things down here. You've got your XP bar, you've got your various social and custom UIs and stuff, and all your bags and whatever here. You've got your cooldowns for your weapons and stuff here, so your special abilities, quick shot, penetrating shot. So I'm a very low level. I'm only level 7, as you can see up here. Tigana's my name. I'm on the Evernight server if you are interested in hooking up. It's just sort of quite a nice game to play. So gameplay mechanic wise, as you can see, it's fairly standard up here. So this is my character. This is Tigana. Hunter, so ranger, whatever you want to call it. Very nice cape. All the outfits are quite nice in this kind of thing. And you see the game's fairly pretty. I'll just get my horse out, as you do. Nice animations, and I'm just going to go down and find out where I'm supposed to be going next. So I'm just going to ride down this way. You can deal with that, Mr. Mage. Ooh, get some camera work out of the way. So this is one of the very, very starting areas. So it's a lot going on. There's a few low-level beasties that I'm supposed to kill at some point, I imagine. But it is very much a beautiful game in my opinion. It's a relaxing game. It's peaceful. It's I don't want to play. I play games like things like Battlefield for my hijinks and thrills and stuff. This is much more about chilling, relaxing, and when you've got to spend this much, a lot of time in an MMO, this is what I want from it. I don't want to be rushing about. I found in games like WoW and in Guild Wars and stuff, there's a huge rush to get to the next level. There's a huge rush, lots of people charging around like blue-ass flies, trying to get things done. This is a game I find very easy to spend time in, not rushing about, just being able to chill out and relax a little bit. It's quite a pretty little game. The water effects are quite nice. Oh, I don't want to go too far in there. I don't know what else to say really. It's a standard generic kind of MMO. If you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all. The good thing about these things are the storylines that you can sometimes get, which are nice. Sorry, love. Woohoo! They do tell the story. So, it's really hard to control a horse. Oh, hello. What's this? A corpse on the floor. Bye, bye, horsey. Oh yes, I have to bury him. It's just a nice place to be. It's a free to play game, but there are different levels of what you can do. So in game cash, for example, here's my in-game cash of 0 gold, 28 silver, 17 copper. It's nothing particularly wonderful, but you have this thing called the Lord of the Rings store. Now the Lord of the Rings store, all sorts of things in here. So you can buy these things with turbine points. And turbine points are effectively what you can buy all sorts of stuff from them. So you've got cosmetics in here which you can buy, dyes, store exclusives, emotes, cosmetic bundles, and you can buy these with your turbine points. Now if you are a premium member, you get a certain amount of turbine points per month. I think it's about 500. I'm a lifetime member. As you may have heard on the show, I bought lifetime membership about 6 months before it went free to play. So I get 500 points, and I haven't spent any of them, which is why I've got up here 24,000 points, which is quite a lot. But you can do things like housing, so I can go into my housing and I can go and get some decorations for instance. So you do, in Lord of the Rings you can have housing, you can have hobbit houses, elven houses, whatever. I can go and buy some mounts. Let's have a look here. Oh, my character's not high enough level, you see. So I like that in many ways, because what it's basically saying is you aren't skilled enough to use this. But anyway, so I can go in here. You can get ingredients, you can get expansion packs. So an expansion pack is going to save you about 4,000 points or whatever. This is an interesting one. The Gift of Valar. This is something they're doing. What are they doing with it? They're kind of doing, I think, over Christmas especially. Basically, you get a Gift of Valar, which makes your character powerful enough to delve in the deeps of Moria. It effectively raises your character at the moment to level 50. And you'll get a set of level 50 gear, gold piece, a legendary item XP rune. So your weapons, if you think about the weapons that they use in Lord of the Rings, like Sting, that's a weapon with a legendary property. It's a well-known weapon. People know it when they see it. You can do that to your weapons if you use them for long enough. If you like a particular weapon, you can make it legendary, and that carries its own traits and its own special buffs and such forth. So, if I was to buy this for 5,000 points, which I probably will, to be fair, because I want to get into Moria, I could go and buy that, and I would have this XP boost, which levels me all the way up to level 50. Is it a cheat? Yeah, kinda. It's a shortcut. It's no different from buying like a track pack from Cars or in Forza or something like that. But it's quite a nice one because it takes us to level 50. You'd still need to know how to play the damn game. You still need to have an idea of what to do in it. And also, this game's been out long enough now. It's a quick way of getting a character up to not necessarily the end game, but the more interesting elements. If you've played MMOs like I have, how many times have I seen the starting areas of WoW? I think I've played through the starting areas of this game about six times maybe. I've got 6 alts, different areas, but effectively the same content. About 6 or 7 times. So it's a nice way of just leapfrogging that content. I think they recognise that several people. You would have played this for quite some time. So this is Lord of the Rings Online. Like I said, it's free to play. I am a big advocate of it. I really do like it. The storytelling is nice in it. It's just one of those games I keep coming back to, and it's fun, which is what you want in the end. I'm just going to show you some combat so you've got an idea of what kind of thing. So there's a character I don't like. It's a spider. Don't like him. I'm playing a hunter, so I'm basically a ranged class. If you look down on my toolbar here, you'll see that in my special weaponry slots you've got these little target icons come up, and that basically means that monster is now out of range. But if I close up, let's come around here a little bit, back to back, you'll see that I'm now within range, and I can just start hitting on this poor little spider here and taking it out. There you go, I'm now a spider set. The new deeds, spider deeds are basically items. They can become your titles, so I can be called when you've got your name above it and you see someone's name. So I could toggle someone's name on. It would say above it, Tigana Spider Slayer or whatever it is. And there's lots like Watcher of the Roads and things like this. And that's just quite a nice little. It's almost like an achievement, if you like. So something. The other thing about this game, if you were really really keen on it, play in first person if you want. So there you go. I can start. You don't see any of the animations, but if you want to play your game in first person view, you know what? Be my guest. You do miss out on some of the more interesting animations, but it's there. The other nice thing, they've got some really nice touches in it actually. I should point out things like you won't see me looting anything. I'll kill all sorts of things, but you'll never see me loot anything. And the reason for that is very simple. They auto loot it for you. So let's say I kill this howling dusk wolf. Let's start with a barbed arrow for this one. Just slow him down a little bit. And then back it up with a quick shot. And then I think I'm going to go for stabbing him in the face with an arrow before killing him. I don't have to loot that. What happens is in here I have all the loot. If I go around killing it, just automatically collects it in this pending loot file. And all I need to do is just within a certain time scale, so it gives you an hour, and you can just click loot all, and that goes straight into your inventory. Other quite nice things about this game. Where to start? There's just some really nice touches. Character-wise, you've got cosmetic outfits that you can have, so you can switch out and you can have various different cosmetic outfits. Oh, hello, why did I click the store there? And you can switch those at the drop, literally the button. So this could be my adventuring gear, but if I went into town, I could very, very quickly change that over so that I'm in, I don't know, full robes if I wanted to, or whatever I wanted to. And that's it really. So this is Lord of the Rings Online. If you want anything else about it, I suggest you go and sign up, get yourself an account. It's good fun. I think personally it's a very pretty game. And if you're looking for something different from from the usual sort of MMO thing, you can do a lot worse than go with a game like this. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go and do some more adventuring. And I'll hopefully see you in Middle Earth.